some of you out there might assume that the game isn't in the greatest of moods based on last night. Well, once again, you would be wrong. It's all good at the Palace. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referencing the situation with Big. Now, I'm sure some of you got a big laugh and a big smile on your face seeing Lethal Injection get smacked around a little. And I'm sure you're crying, "You were warned, Lethal Injection! You were warned!" Warned my ass. Do you people think that we're stupid? We knew exactly what would happen one day when we entered into our agreement with Big. We just thought that when he decided to make his statement, it would be a little more impressive. When Lethal Injection kicked the Cub Scout out, that was an epic beatdown. But what do you call last night? Big sends out his two fat jabroni friends, and they attack the game and the dock after a match. They give us a few slams and smack us around, and they throw us out of the ring. And then you come out and you all raise your fat jabroni arms, and some fire goes off. Ooh, scary. What the hell was that? Were you firing up the Jobber Burger grills so you could go back and have a big old feast after the match? You know what you accomplished, Big? Absolutely nothing. You accomplished nothing with your little statement. You see, we're done with you anyway. We used you. Just like you used the name of Lethal Injection. And I'll admit, yeah, you're one mean son of a bitch. But that's just what the game and the doc needed. We needed to get a little meaner. And we needed to take charge again. And that's exactly what we did. We rose back to the top of the mountain. We brought back more gold to the House of Gold. And how we even used you to win the second round of the sharpshooter tourney. We don't need you anymore. So we'll just let this whole thing slide, and you could go on your merry way with the fat jobber boys. So now that the jobber term is in the air, I'm sure some of you on the lower end of the evolutionary scale might be thinking that we're upset that Doczilla is the new jobber champion. Well, once again, you would be wrong. Lethal Injection, once again, did everyone in the DWI a favor, and you should be thanking us. You see, back in the day, the Jobber Championship was a very prestigious title. And even though Lethal Injection had their wars and their disagreements with a demented Jim, that man has earned respect, and he deserves to be respected. Jim held that Jobber Championship proudly, and eventually he rose to be a world champion. And then from there, the Jobber title found its way into the hands of another man who has earned respect, and that's Dwayne of the Dead. He also held that title proudly, and he also rose to be a world champion. But then, very unfortunately, the Jobber Championship fell into the hands of Kia. Kia, a jobber in every sense of the word. This guy runs his mouth that he can win matches, yet he keeps losing. A guy who you don't know who or what he's going to come out as from week to week. He's got all these crazy dreams that he's competition for Lethal Injection, and he's going to take out Lethal Injection, except he's failed at every single turn. Kia, you made the biggest mistake when you called out Doczilla, and when you actually started running your mouth about how you were proud to hold the Jobber Championship, and you were proud to want to have it and defend it. Except no one else in the DWI was proud. So Lethal Injection stepped in, and we took care of business. That whole match last night was choreographed. I was in there to make sure that Doc lost the match. Come on and be serious. Do you really think that Doczilla would be pinned after a few flippy moves and a float over bridge pin? We wanted the Doc to lose so we could bring the Jobber Championship to Lethal Injection and actually make it a prestigious title once again. So how's that feel, Kia? Yeah, it'll go in the record books that you run a match. But the Doc wasn't even trying. And the Doc laid down so we could break another one of your dreams and become the nightmare creators for you. We know that you became proud of that title and you wanted it, and we took it because we could. And now the entire DWI can once again be proud of the Jobber Championship. So you're all welcome. And on a few last notes, SOS, I saw you made another little statement last night, and then you ran off to the showers or the dark corners in the basement doing whatever the hell you do. Even if we get down to the final hours of the DWI, don't underestimate Lethal Injection. This issue will be resolved. And as for you, Ronnie, as I told Kate, you better be prepared for the sharpshooter tournament. And you better be ready to bring it. Because Lethal Injection is always ready. And we're always at the top of our game.